here at the BT's Gospel Celebration with the beautiful Darlene McCoy, with the absolutely amazing, legendary Regina Bell Franklin, who's going to be performing tonight. First of all, we're so excited to hear you perform. One question for you. How important is it for gospel artists and preachers to lead in inspiration at a time like it is today?
Inspiration is one thing, but Christ is something totally different. Inspiration will take you to a point, but there's only a power that is in Christ that can get us through absolutely everything.
Well, it's now more than ever it's time to speak out. When Jesus walked the earth, he spoke out about stuff that was unfair, injustice. He spoke out about it.
Well, it's not only important to lead, but it's also important to live. That right now we're living in a time that people need to see the gospel more than they do hear the gospel. We've got to bring some credibility back to the pulpit. We have to bring a level of respect back to the Christian faith. There's been a lot of exodus outside of the church because they have not always seen us represent to the fullest of what we should. And it's not all churches. You know, there's some great churches, but those of us that need to do better need to do better.
Well, because it's necessary. You know, like you said, we live in a world that's filled with so much hate and so much negativity. If we don't keep bringing the light, we know that Jesus is the answer. If we don't keep salting the earth with who he is, ain't nobody gonna know what to do. That's our job, you know, so that's very important.
That's what we have to do. We have to serve our brothers and our sisters and those that are going through. Brother Jussie, I love you so much, and I hate what that kind of crime represents. I hate what crime represents anyway, but that kind of hate crime, that was horrible. And I thank God for his life, and I pray that he has a speedy recovery, not just physically, but spiritually.
Absolutely. Well, I got to ask you about this new music coming out, actually available today, featuring Iyanla Vanzant. Tell us a little bit about that.
Iyanla, I am so excited. She heard it in, we were in Carnegie Hall, and she heard it backstage. We were sharing a dressing room, and she loved it, and she said, I have to be a part of it. I said, okay. So I held up everything just so she could do it, and I am so not sorry. She did a great job.
And I love the fact that the Super Bowl has embraced gospel music and continues to embrace it. And shout out to Melanie Few on 20 years of this. So, you know, we just continue to carry the torch.
Any new music from you anytime soon? Okay.
Absolutely. I have Jesus Was Eclectic, which will be releasing this spring. The first single was Even Me, 1990 sound, but the first EP is called Decades. We're going to have sounds from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, 2000s, and yeah, we're just going to have a good time with this.
Decades, and Jesus Was an Eclectic,
Yes,
right?
Jesus Was Eclectic.
Eclectic. All right, we're going to definitely be looking out for that. This has been, of course, the beautiful Darlene McCoy, and we'll see you in there.
I love you, sis. Take care.